So you have your starter that you made or that we shared with you, and you constantly, you have, I like to keep my starter at room temperature, and then this is what I use to make my bread instead of yeast. So the way I feed my starter is I'm gonna be making bread again. I'm gonna take, in this case, it just depends on how much you need. So let's say if you need if your recipe calls for 1/3 of a cup, then you're gonna need to take 1/3 of a cup right here. And I'm gonna show you something. You're going to put that 1/3 of a cup right there. Then you need, we need to sort of rinse this. It's really easy, and I'm going to show you really how to take your starter and activate it and feed it really well. I'm going to dry it. And it's the 1-to-1 ratio. Okay, 1-1-1. 1/3 of a cup, 1/3 of a cup, and 1/3 of a cup. Your water needs to be warm. Now, here's the problem, and I'm going to explain this to you while I mix this. So I'm going to put that in here, and I'm going to mix it, and I'm going to activate it. Right now, 1/3, that means I have a full cup of starter, correct? 1 full cup. And my recipe calls for a 1/4 cup. I'm gonna take a 1/4 cup from here and use it in my recipe. What do I do with the rest of it? I'm gonna put it back in here and feed the feeder. It's like one hand helping each other out. And this is gonna start activating this. And tomorrow morning, I do the same thing. So I never run out of starter, never run out of mother, and I'm constantly feeding one another. It's mixed beautifully. And in order for me to find out, in order for me to use it, I gotta make sure that it's right here. So I do this, look at my, and so this is how much I have. And you see where my streak is? I want this to go up to that streak. You can also put a rubber band, but this is a trick that I found. I clean it up, and that's where my streak is gonna be to get it done. Very, very important to take this and cover it really well, tight, and let it dance and let it go crazy. Now let me talk about warm water. Our body is at 96 degrees or 97, or right now, God knows what it's at. So anything that we touch that's below that temperature is gonna feel cool. So if you put water that's at 85 degrees, that's too hot. It's around 76 degrees. Think of a warm lake, okay? Where you go in and it's still chilly. So but you do not want it to be hot, which is, in order for you to feel that the water is warm, you have to go above the 96 degrees, and you wind up putting water that's 110 degrees. That will screw this up. What you want is that around that 76 degrees. So remember this, 76 degrees is your magic. This is where fermentation happens. This is where proofing happens, which is activation happens. So if you're gonna think of one temperature and temperature only, 76 degrees. 76 degree water to activate your yeast, 76 degree room temperature to proof your bread. Think of that always as that magical temperature. This, when it rises, we're gonna take some of it and introduce it into our bread, and we're gonna do the bread again. Voila.